for sale for the demo today is a really lovely old Martin. This is, I think, a 1965. I'll double check the serial number. It'll be right in the listing. 1965 00018. 000 is a little bit smaller guitar from the Dreadnought. Has recently, like a lot of smaller guitars, has really coming back in vogue. People realize, man, these sound awesome. They sound great. They don't overwhelm the mix. They don't overwhelm the sound. They fit nicely in with a band, and they're really easy to manage. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", 190 pounds. I play a Dreadnought for half an hour, and oh man, you know, my chest hurts, my arm hurts. I get a little 000 Gibson LG guitar. Sounds awesome. Music to my ears. Easy on my arms and my body. This is a really nice example. I call it very good vintage condition. I mean, it's pretty nice, but you know, it's got some marks on it that would keep it from being like excellent into that category. So the main things, of course, are here you got somewhere on the back. Right there, there's other like little marks with worming and other stuff like that you see, but nothing too terrible. On the sides, it's similar. You know, there's some scuffs and dings and stuff like that. On the top, you've got, let's see if I can get it in the photos. Right here, you can see those pick scratches. Down here, you got a little bit of wear through the finish, into the finish. It just kind of is a little bumpy there. You can feel the grain. Not sure what caused that. You know, but it's there if you hold it in the light. If you have it positioned right, you don't really even see it. The guitar has not had a neck reset. The saddle has been lowered. The action's good for a guitar that hasn't had a neck reset. It's not perfect. I mean, if you wanted to dial it in perfectly, you'd need to reset the neck, but it's eminently playable as is. It's not like a bear to play. I would say it's just a tad higher than what you'd probably wanted if you dialed it in perfectly. Down the road, if you buy this, you want to get the neck set, something to do. Right now, you can pick it up, play it, and enjoy it. You're not going to have to fight it like crazy. Right now, it's got some pretty heavy gauge strings on there, so if you put looser, lower gauge strings, which I will probably do, that would lower the action just a hair because there's not as much tension on it. So again, as like all old vintage guitars, you want it perfect, reset the neck. It's pretty good as is, especially as far as reset necks go. I mean, I've had them where the saddle's already down and you're looking at, you know, like, you know, it's crazy. So it is what it is, but it's still early enough to have a lot of desirable features like the small maple bridge plate. Still have the tortoiseshell pick guard here. This one really looks nice. It's got a lot of yellow to it. It shows through right through there. Frets are in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of wear. They've probably been leveled at some time, but you know, they're good. Headstock's very clean, which is nice. Tuners are labeled Grover. I think those are vintage. I'm not 100% sure. They could be replacements. I'll double check on that. There's an added strap button to the heel. As far as cracks and repairs go, the top, thankfully, is crack free. It does appear that there's one side crack right there. It's about, I don't know, a little more than an inch. I looked it over carefully. I didn't see any others. But let's, you know, I'll go over the I'll go everything more carefully and outline everything I see in the listing. There's a kind of like a little line here, but I don't think that's like a full-on crack. Looks just to be in the finish. So anyway, so it's not a perfect guitar. Looks like it's been maintained and given some servicing. You could do more to it if you want, but right now it's being listed for sale as it is. If you have any questions, my contact info is below. You can see it in the video description. This video is being made to demo this guitar as it's for sale on multiple platforms because I list in different places. If you buy directly from me or on my shop website, the one bonus is you won't get charged sales tax at checkout if you're outside of Washington State. Please look up and be aware of all the sales tax laws, use tax laws in your state, but as far as my legal obligations go, if you're outside of Washington, I do not at this time need to charge you sales tax at checkout. So one benefit of buying direct. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. If you want, you can hit the notifications button. And again, reach out if you have any questions. Thanks for checking it out. It's 1965, I think. Martin 00018.